Hey everyone, welcome back to A Plan With Me. This week I am memory planning June 15th to the 21st, and I'm using this kit from Scribble Prints Co. called Skater Girl. I am also pulling in some foil, like a foil bundle from her shop that, you know what, I couldn't even tell you. Like, to me, it looked kind of pinkish hollow, if that's a thing or not. And as you can tell, this video is a lot longer than my other ones typically are, because I was really struggling with this foil bundle. I mean, not the foil bundle itself. I was struggling with the half-cut headers, I think they're called. It's been a while since I used foil, and when I use foil, I just get nervous because it ends up being a hot mess, which kind of happened with this plan with me. I even pre-put down the foil on top of the bottom washi as well as the full boxes, and I still had a lot of trouble, so that just tells you how much I was struggling here. And then even when I get to the day by day, it's like it's sped up quite a bit, but I'm still like, it's still long, so I even debated posting this, but it's a really cute spread, so I decided might as well. This week was the week of Father's Day, so I did end up going up north to my parents' place and had my first swim of the year. That was exciting. I did a lot of work, of course, worked every day, and I was really still into the game, the liquor store simulator. I currently am almost completely finished it. It's taking me a bit of time. Like, it's not even an important part of my life, but it's just something that I've been playing, I think, every day this week. So, oh yeah, and then I changed the lighting here. Okay, sorry about that. That's probably like a flash warning thing. I convinced myself that I didn't adjust the lighting to what I normally use, and then I was like, wait, that doesn't look right. So again, I was just struggling. Like I said, I don't know what was up, what was down. So here I'm just putting down the bottom washi. Like I said, I had put down the foil on top beforehand, before filming, just because I thought it would be easier. Here I almost put the bows upside down. Like, I just felt like such a hot mess. It was just crazy. I was shaking my head at myself. And I wish I would have planned from the bottom going up this week, because there was a lot of deco. I did end up putting down the deco anyway. Of course, I still have quite a bit left over though. So when I went to put down the, what do you call that, sidebar, I was thinking I was on a roll, because the first two boxes went down pretty straight, and then the bottom one, I kind of went super crooked. So as per usual, my sidebar is not lined up correctly, but that's okay. I also put down the foil glitter overlays. I'm trying to remember what the terms of all these different little things. So I put those down, and I think the foil bundle, it comes with quite a bit. I always have a lot of the same things left over all the time. So like, I always have tons of glitter header overlays left over, and the full box overlay leftovers, and I always run out of the half cut headers, and I always run out of something else. What else is there? Obviously I use the bottom washi. All that to say is I don't know what to do with my leftover foil, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I try to pull it into random other kits, but I don't always think of it, I guess, or I just don't really feel like they match as well. Yeah, so, oh, excuse me. I don't know what else really happened this week that's very exciting. Not really much, but I think what else was, like, there's so much that I was struggling with this, and I'm just like watching myself put these things down, like, girl, I can't believe we actually did it. We made it through this whole damn plan with me. Like, I was about to like just give up halfway and not even bother uploading them. And then I wanted to show how I was putting these down, because I felt like there wasn't enough sparkle in this big tall box. I had cut down a full box overlay to put towards the top and bottom, but I still felt like it needed more, so I was using these little pieces. And then here me just showing you the top, that I also did the same thing and put more little pieces in there. And let me tell you, those little pieces are super hard to pull up, and I am super blind, so those are really hard for me to even put down. And then here is where I'm starting to struggle. Like I said, and like I mentioned, I was struggling with these half cut headers, and this is sped up way faster than I usually have it. And I was still feeling like this is taking kind of long. So I do apologize. So Monday, the first thing I'm marking is that I read, and I'm using this squish with a Kindle reader. And then I went to work, and these girls that I'm going to be using pretty much all week are from Planner Mania. She's on the laptops, and I just used the different colors of purple and green to match the kit the best I could. And this day was pretty crazy because there was tons of deadlines at work. We're getting close to the end of the school year, so all the deadlines for everything were kind of all happening on the same week, which was kind of insane. So I'm using that Coffee Monster's, like, I think that's Coffee Monster's head there that was like just annoyed or like stressed out, because I was really stressed out. And then the second half of the day, I did end up playing Liquor Store Simulator. So I'm using this big, like, alcoholic beverage from the sticker party. And we also went for ice cream this day. And I just watched YouTube for the evening. So the ice cream and the YouTube play button are both from the foil bundle. I was mad at myself too because I ended up misplacing. I did find it eventually, but I had misplaced the scripts and weekend banner. Weekend banner, like the foil page for those. And I'd finished my spread and everything, and I realized that I didn't put down a weekend banner, and it's not really a big deal. I don't really use one every single week, but I was like, I usually put the foil weekend banner on the double box on top, and I didn't know where it was. And I found it all as well, but it was just like I couldn't find it anywhere. I was driving myself crazy. Moving on to Tuesday, the first thing I'm marking is that I read, and I'm using the book icon from the foil bundle. And I went for Starbucks this morning, so I'm using this, like, blended drink sticker from the foil bundle. And I think I started getting into the habit, and this is not a good habit because Starbucks is expensive and I shouldn't have been doing this, but I was finding myself buying Starbucks drinks almost every Tuesday because I already do coffee Fridays with Tim Hortons, and I'm like, why am I adding another coffee day on this? Like, this is nuts. I think it was just because I felt the pressure of deadlines, maybe. I mean, that's not a really good excuse, but I was finding myself going to Starbucks every morning on Tuesdays. And because every Tuesday I have meetings, and it's always the same meetings, and I just like to sip on a Starbucks drink while we're discussing things, I guess. And then to mark work that day, I'm using another Planner Mania girl. And then I had another dentist appointment because one of my fillings fell out, so I needed to go get that fixed. And that tooth sticker is from Planner Monkey. And then I just ran some errands, so I'm using a foil car from the foil bundle. Ooh, I had to pause my voiceover because I had a little sneeze attack there. And then using these, like, shot glasses with a little piece of lemon, I'm marking that I did play more of my Liquor Store Simulator game. And then with this heart sticker from the foil bundle, I'm marking that my husband's team won, soccer team, and I don't remember what team. Oh yeah, okay, it was Argentina. He's cheering for Argentina. I was trying to remember which one because he's from France, but he's not cheering for France. He doesn't like France, is what I understand. And I'm cheering for Canada, of course, Norway, and Germany just got out as of today, so there's that. I've never been into soccer, and it's just been like, because it's the FIFA World Cup, it's been playing nonstop in our apartment, and I've been getting into it. Like, it's actually pretty cool and exciting, and it makes me like wish it was more often because I guess it's every 4 years. And yeah, anyway, here I am. Just again, like, this is way faster than what I normally have it as, and I'm just like struggling so much. I think what threw me off too was these flags that I wanted to use for work. Like, I normally use flags for work, and then I had to, well, I didn't have to, but I put the half cut headers behind them so that there was no, like, white showing. And I think that was kind of throwing me off. And in the end, I was only left with 2 pieces of half cut headers. So if I hadn't used the flags, I don't think I would have used as many of those. But anyway, on Wednesday, I'm going to kind of try just be where I am here. Yeah, on Wednesday, marking reading with that blue book from the Prairie Planner, marking work with another Planner Mania girl with the green laptop or computer, and this cute little emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. just looking really stressed with work. I'm using that to mark all the testing that I had to do in the school. It was nuts. I'm glad that's over. I'm on summer holidays right now as I speak, and it's just like, oh my goodness. So I was listening on the radio about um, teachers and how it's so much more stressful to be a teacher. And okay, so, and I feel this. So right now, there's a bunch of teachers who are going through recovering from the burnout stage or something like the burnout. How do I explain this? So teaching is like you're just on a constant like burnout phase, and so we're recovering from that. And I feel that because I've just slept all day. Like my last day of work when I should have been celebrating and going out and having fun, I was home in bed by like 9 p.m. and just wanted to sleep. And it was just like, and then the next day I just wanted to be lazy and sleep. Like, I really feel like it's a thing. But anyway, I'm just ranting about that. Sorry. I didn't even finish Wednesday evening. We had a date night, so I'm using a heart icon from the foil bundle. I played more liquor store simulator, so I'm using the beer mug from the foil bundle. Then we did some quizzes, so I'm using the play button from Carl's Creations, I believe. And yeah, moving on to Thursday, the first thing I'm marking with this book stack sticker from the foil bundle. I read, and using that coffee cup from the Prairie Planner, I went to have Tim Hortons. So I totally just lied then. I guess I had more coffee than I should have. But anywho, with this laptop sticker I'm marking, that was just a very busy day at work. I don't remember why. I'm looking at the date, trying to remember why I was so busy. But I mean, every day's busy in a school, so must have been extra busy. I don't know. Um, then also this day, like after work, I had to go to the tire shop because my one tire was going low all the time, which ended up being a good thing. So that car sticker there on a jack is from their Prairie Planner, and then marking with this wine glass Canada 1. I am using that from the foil bundle, and we did quizzes, and I'm using that play button from the foil bundle as well. So as I was saying, it was kind of a good thing that I ended up at the tire shop because I ended up talking to this guy who knows all about coaching in Canada. He like is a football, soccer coach, whatever. And my husband wants to get into that. He wants to get into coaching. So I had a conversation with this guy. It was like super random, and he actually happens to be one of the highest directors of the soccer league in our city. So that was kind of a little cool, happy accident. And I don't know, just super random that he like out of all the people that were there, we were sitting next to each other. Okay, wow. Now for some reason I'm just cruising through this plan with me. So on Friday, I'm marking that I read. I'm using an emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. Marking work with another Planner Mania girl. And then with this bow icon from the foil bundle, I'm marking that it was the kindergarten grad this day. They were so cute. It was so like beautifully decorated. And it was a long time since I've ever worked. I mean, I wasn't working in there, but like myself as a like it was a long time since I was a kindergarten teacher myself. Goodness, that's what I'm trying to say, and it wasn't coming out right. I was a kindergarten teacher probably like 6 or 7 years ago, and I remember having to plan for these grads and stuff. That's kind of what I was trying to say. Oh my gosh, I apologize. The second half of Friday, got a Starbucks using another iced coffee from the foil bundle. Then I did some planning using this emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. And then with the TV icon from the foil bundle, I'm marking that I had a binge of Mr. Ballin. I'm so disappointed because I wanted to go to San Francisco last week, which in current time where he was having a show and I could have did a meet and greet. So disappointed that didn't work out. But who knows? Maybe I'm a firm believer in things happen for a reason. So there must be a reason why I couldn't go out there. So just gonna bank on that, I guess. Moving on to Saturday. So this day I actually went to my parents' place to celebrate Father's Day. The first thing I'm marking is that I was up early. Early, and I'm using the alarm clock sticker from the foil bundle. With this headset, I'm using that I played Liquor Store Simulator for some reason. Before I left, I felt like I had time. I don't know. And then the car sticker from the icon marking that we drove to my parents' place, and then with the burger sticker from the foil bundle marking that we had a barbecue. And then this girl, I don't remember where this sticker is from, but she's like in the pool. Maybe it's like a swimming tube thing. I don't know. Using that sticker anyway to mark that I went swimming. The water was pretty cold, but it was a hot enough day that it was fine. And then using this milkshake sticker from the foil bundle, I marked that we had ice cream when we got back to the city. And yeah, with this plain sticker marking that I did some research, because even though we didn't get to go to San Francisco, I'm still planning a trip before I start work again in the fall. So who knows, maybe in August. I don't know yet. It's just like, not sure. And then with this little emoji sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co., just looking very happy and marking that we cuddled that evening. And moving on to Sunday, the first thing I'm marking with this cake from the foil bundle is that it was Father's Day. I didn't spend Father's Day with my father, obviously, because I was there the day before. I can't remember what happened. I think he had to work that day or something like that. And then marking that I went for breakfast this morning, I'm using the eggs and bacon from the kit, the foil bundle, I mean. And then marking planning with this bow sticker from the foil bundle. And then with this controller from 3 Years Apart, marking that I played games. With this chicken sticker, chicken and fries from Papershire, I'm marking that we had Popeyes. With the movie marquee, I am marking that I watched the movie Apex. And I kind of confused myself here because I was looking at my notes. I'm like, so I played that many games. I also played Apex, but actually there's a movie called Apex and there's a game that I play called Apex. Not important, but the movie Apex was pretty crazy. My aunt was actually the one that was like telling me to watch it, and so I finally did. Oh, and you can't even see what I'm doing here. I apologize. I think I do move it up. I don't know. But I'm marking that I went for groceries at the very end with the grocery cart sticker from the foil bundle. Anyway, yeah, Apex was a super crazy movie. I feel like I could watch it again, but it kind of like there's parts that obviously really grossed me out. But yeah, I'm into really creepy, scary, gory movies like that. So if you have any recommendations, please give them to me. So yes, thank you so much for stopping by and enjoying my hot mess here. Have a great week coming up. Thanks. Bye.